Joining us now, we have 18-year-old Owen Coorssen, a BrockUniversity political science student, Sir Winston Churchill Secondary School grad. And Owen, you've stepped up, you volunteered your time during this COVID-19 outbreak to contribute to the community in one specific way. Can you explain what you've been doing?
Yeah, so I've been spending my time, I'm 3D printing face shields for Niagara Regional EMS. I'm producing around 240 a week.
Now, what prompted you to do that? You had the 3D printing technology in your home. What made you decide that this was what you wanted to do to contribute?
Yeah, so I've been interested in the technology for a while, and I actually own two of my own 3D printers that I've built. And I just saw how short the province was on PPE and that people were struggling and had nothing to work with. And I figured that I could help change that.
Was it difficult for you to find the plans to create these face shields?
So there were readily available plans online, and there's no use designing something that's already out there. So I have modified them slightly, and I'm going to continue to change the design from feedback to hopefully get a final perfect product. But right now it's working perfectly. The EMS is very happy with the design.
Can you take me through the process? I mean, I wouldn't think that you would have had a lot of materials sitting around to start production. So did you start out by making one, seeing what you needed, and then making some calculations to figure out how much materials you need? And then how, as well, did you contact NiagaraEMS to get the finished products to them?
Right. So I did have some materials sitting around home to work with and kind of produced some prototypes with that I brought to Niagara Health and NiagaraEMS. I just reached out to them via email and said, hey guys, I can help you. I have some great designs that I think you should check out. And they saw it in person and they absolutely loved it. And they said, they gave me the all clear and they said, just keep making these in sanitary conditions. They're disposable, biodegradable. And so we had some donors as well, which is really helping with the material costs. So right now, the materials cost nothing for me to build these face shields with. And if I were buying the materials at cost, it would be around 80 cents a face shield.
How did the donors step up and how did you find them?
So I actually reached out to most of the donors. There's 5 key donors right now, just Delta Bingo, Sir Winston Churchill, BrockUniversity, Waterbird Plastic, and an individual named Brock Hunter. And so they've all donated materials and tools that allow me to create 240 masks a week.
So materials and tools, how did Brock help out, for instance?
So Brock donated 1,000 transparency sheets, which is the main shield component. And so they were actually the most expensive product. It was $400 worth of contributions from them.
When you have these finished products, how are they getting out to NiagaraEMS?
Yeah, so I'm actually transporting them in storage totes. So it's just one of my essential trips out during the week, and I just drop off the 240 for the week.
Oh, and I imagine because, I mean, your semester is just wrapping up, if it hasn't just wrapped up. Are you in first year political science?
Yeah, computer science, first year.
Computer science, sorry. So as a first year student, you're finishing off your semester, you're writing your exams and getting all of that done. And in the meantime, you're also putting in a lot of time doing this. How did you manage your time?
Yeah, so I have had to lay off some exams in order to get this done. And it ultimately came to choosing other people's needs over my own in the situation. It's just people are getting very ill. They have no PPE. And I think it would be selfish to focus on some of my exams solely, put a week aside to study and whatnot when I could make these shields for them.
Well, that's an incredible dedication for a young man to actually put his studies aside to help out the community. That's extremely impressive. How can people get involved and maybe help out with some financial donations for your cause?
Yeah, so if they could reach out to Niagara Regional EMS or even myself on Instagram or somewhere, I can gladly accept donations I'm more looking for filament right now, which is the printing material. So that's currently our bottleneck. It's what I have the least of, so it's what I'm really looking for.
Owen, you are a very impressive young man. It's incredible to see someone being so selfless during this time and stepping up and volunteering your time, your efforts, and your energy to help the betterment of the community. Thank you so much for what you're doing.
All right. Thank you, Mike.
That's Owen Coorssen, a Brock University student making face shields for the EMS. Back with more on The Source in a moment.